Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. So it is Monday today and a gorgeous day at that. As you can tell, that spring is knocking at the door. Anyways, today we've got a delicious recipe of Spanish butter beans with eggs. This is known in Spain as judiones de la granja con huevos. And let me tell you, considering how quickly this dish comes together, it has so many amazing flavors to it. Like it's been simmering for hours, when in reality, it's all done in just 40 minutes. Folks, we're talking easy to make, very simple ingredients, and with each spoonful, it's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. All right, let's begin by getting our ingredients ready. I'm gonna finely chop one medium-sized onion, roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic, finely chop 1 carrot that's been peeled, and finely chop 1 green bell pepper. Then we'll finely grate 2 tomatoes to end up with half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 115 grams. You can substitute this for the same amount of canned tomato sauce, passata, or even Spanish tomate frito. And for the final ingredient, I'm going to drain 2 cans of butter beans into a colander and rinse them under some cold running water. As for the size of the cans, they're just your standard size, which is 15.5 ounces or 440 grams each. For the next step, I'm going to grab a large fry pan, heat it with a medium heat, and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 35 milliliters. After a couple minutes, I'm going to add in all the chopped vegetables except for the grated tomato. And we'll mix the veggies around, that way they're all coated in that olive oil, and we're going to lightly saute them between 4 to 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sauteed, and the onion is nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 2.5 grams, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is about 1 gram. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way the spices are evenly coating all the vegetables. As always, the Spanish paprika that I'm using is from Kiva. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in the grated tomato, and we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a couple minutes without mixing the mixture. After about 3 minutes, and the grated tomato has slightly thickened up, I'm going to add in the drained butter beans and 1.5 cups of vegetable broth, which is 360 milliliters. Of course, you can also use water here, but by using the broth, it gives this dish a bigger depth of flavors. And we'll give it a gentle mix until everything's well mixed together. And once again, remember to be gentle here, otherwise you can easily break those butter beans apart. Then we'll turn up the heat to a high heat, add in 1 bay leaf, and bring it to a boil. Once the broth comes to a boil, we'll add a lid over the pan, and we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer it between 10 to 15 minutes. This is enough time for all the flavors to develop and for those butter beans to have an incredible melt-in-your-mouth texture. In the meantime, let's start getting our eggs ready. I'm going to grab 4 large eggs and crack each one into individual bowls. As you know, I always like to do this as it ensures that no eggshells go into the dish and that the yolks are not broken. Alright, let's move back to our butter beans. They've been simmering for about 12 minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove the lid and start adding the eggs into the pan. I like to create little pockets, that way the egg perfectly sits on there, and you want to make sure they're all evenly spaced out. Then we'll season the eggs with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll place the lid back on the pan and simmer it for another 3 to 4 minutes. This is enough time to fully cook those egg whites while still keeping those yolks nice and creamy. If you want to fully cook the egg yolks, you just go for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. After cooking the eggs for about 4 minutes, this dish is ready to go. I'm gonna remove the pan from the heat and we'll serve it directly out of the pan, sprinkled with freshly chopped parsley. Check it out, our judiones de la granja con huevos is done. Spanish butter beans with eggs, super easy to make, packed with so many amazing flavors, and the best part, all done in just 40 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth, and I'm taking a big boy bite. Here we go. Wow. Everything just kind of melts in your mouth. And as for the flavors, explosion of so much goodness. Once again, it feels like it's been simming for hours, but just 40 minutes to put together. You know, folks, this is the perfect dish for any meal of the day. And if you serve it next to a bottle of Spanish wine, well, unless you're serving it for breakfast, you're gonna have yourself one heck of an amazing meal. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Clarence Bolin, Martin Giddings, Aravinda Carimella, Robert Manahan, and Linda Bufano. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego. Judiones de la granja con huevos. Esta vez hemos adivinado a tope. Porque esto está de lujo, tío. Hasta luego.